Picture this. It's 2 in the morning, and someone with bad intentions is testing your back door. They think they've found an easy target, but then they hear it. A low, rumbling growl that seems to come from the depths of the earth itself. Their flashlight catches 2 glowing eyes in the darkness, and suddenly they're face to face with over 100 pounds of pure protective instinct. That intruder just made the worst mistake of their life, because standing between them and your home is a Cane Corso. And trust me when I tell you, this is a dog breed that turns criminals into track stars. If you're new here, welcome to the channel where we dive deep into the world's most fascinating dog breeds. Make sure you hit that like button right now, smash that subscribe button, and turn on those notifications because you're about to discover why the Cane Corso is considered one of the most formidable guardian dogs on the planet. The Cane Corso isn't just intimidating by accident. Everything about this dog has been refined over 2,000 years to create the ultimate guardian. When you first see one, the sheer physical presence is overwhelming. We're talking about a dog that can weigh anywhere from 90 to over 130 pounds, standing up to 28 inches at the shoulder, with a muscular frame that looks like it was carved from granite. But it's not just the size that makes intruders think twice. It's the way they carry themselves, that unwavering confidence that comes from centuries of being bred to protect Roman legions, guard estates, and hunt wild boar across the Italian countryside. Let's talk about that bite force for a moment, because this is where things get truly serious. The Cane Corso possesses one of the most powerful bites in the canine world, measuring around 700 pounds per square inch. To put that in perspective, that's more than enough to break bones with a single clamp of those massive jaws. When a Cane Corso bites down, it's not letting go until it decides to, and that primal grip strength is exactly what makes this breed such an effective deterrent. An intruder might think they can handle a dog, but when they're facing an animal that can literally crush through their arm, the reality sets in very quickly. But raw power is only part of the equation. What truly makes the Cane Corso a nightmare for anyone with bad intentions is their intelligence combined with their natural protective instinct. These dogs aren't mindless aggressors. They're incredibly smart, capable of assessing threats with remarkable accuracy. A well-trained Cane Corso can distinguish between a friendly visitor and someone who doesn't belong. They read body language, pick up on tension, and seem to have an almost supernatural ability to sense when something isn't right. This means they're not constantly aggressive or dangerous to have around your family. Instead, they're calm, affectionate guardians who transform into relentless protectors the moment genuine danger appears. The territorial nature of the Cane Corso runs deep in their DNA. When you bring one of these dogs into your home, they don't just live there, they own it. Every corner of your property becomes their domain, and they take that responsibility with deadly seriousness. They patrol naturally, checking boundaries, listening for unusual sounds, and keeping watch even when you think they're just lounging on the couch. This vigilance never switches off. While you're sleeping peacefully, your Cane Corso is on duty, and any intruder foolish enough to test those boundaries is going to encounter a force of nature that won't back down under any circumstances. There are countless stories from Cane Corso owners who've experienced attempted break-ins, and the pattern is always the same. The intruder makes their move. The dog responds with a display of aggression so intense and immediate that the criminal abandons the attempt within seconds. We're not talking about barking from behind a door. We're talking about a 100-plus-pound animal charging with the kind of speed and power that freezes people in their tracks. The sound alone is enough to make hardened criminals reconsider their career choices. That deep, resonating bark carries the weight of ancient war dogs, and when it's directed at you with malicious intent backing it up, every survival instinct screams to get away. Training amplifies everything that's already naturally present in a Cane Corso. Without proper training, their protective instincts can become problematic, but with the right guidance from puppyhood, you create a dog that's both a loving family member and an impenetrable security system. Professional protection training teaches them controlled aggression, meaning they can neutralize threats without becoming unpredictable. They learn commands that allow them to hold an intruder without causing permanent damage unless absolutely necessary. But make no mistake, if you give the command, or if they perceive genuine danger to their family, they will respond with overwhelming force. The physical capabilities of a Cane Corso in action are genuinely breathtaking. Despite their massive size, they're incredibly agile and can accelerate to speeds of nearly 30 miles per hour in just a few strides. Imagine an intruder trying to run away and suddenly realizing that this massive dog is gaining on them with terrifying speed. There's no outrunning a Cane Corso, and there's definitely no overpowering one. Their low center of gravity and powerful hindquarters give them the ability to tackle and pin a full-grown man to the ground, and once they have you down, you're staying down until help arrives, or until they decide that you're no longer a threat. What makes them even more effective is their courage. This isn't a breed that intimidates easily or backs down from confrontation. They were bred to face wild boars and other dangerous animals without hesitation, and that fearlessness translates directly into protection work. While many dogs might bark at an intruder but retreat when challenged, a Cane Corso moves forward. They close the distance, they engage, and they don't stop until the threat is neutralized. This makes them psychologically devastating for intruders who are used to dogs that are all bark and no bite. Living with a Cane Corso means understanding the responsibility that comes with such a powerful animal. They're not for first-time dog owners, and they're definitely not for people who want a low-maintenance pet. These dogs need firm, consistent leadership from someone they respect. They need socialization from an early age so they understand appropriate behavior around strangers and other animals. They need physical exercise to keep their powerful bodies healthy and mental stimulation to keep their sharp minds engaged. But for those who put in the work, the reward is a bond with one of the most loyal and capable guardians you could ever ask for. The presence of a Cane Corso alone is often enough to prevent crime before it happens. Burglars case neighborhoods, looking for easy targets, and when they see a dog of this caliber patrolling a yard or visible through a window, they move on to the next house. It's simple risk assessment. Why try to break into a home guarded by what amounts to a four-legged security system with teeth when there are easier options down the street? The deterrent value is immeasurable, and many owners will tell you they've never had a single attempted break-in since bringing their Cane Corso home. It's worth noting that despite their fearsome reputation with intruders, Cane Corsos are incredibly gentle and affectionate with their families. Children in the household are treated as precious pack members to be protected at all costs. They're patient, tolerant, and surprisingly gentle considering their size and strength. This duality is what makes them such exceptional family protection dogs. They're not aggressive for the sake of being aggressive. They're discriminating guardians who save their intensity for genuine threats while being loving companions the rest of the time. The historical lineage of the Cane Corso adds another layer to understanding why they excel at protection work. They descend from the Canis Pugnax, the war dogs of ancient Rome that marched alongside legions and fought in arenas. After the fall of the Empire, these dogs were refined by Italian farmers and hunters who needed animals capable of both protecting property and working livestock. This dual-purpose breeding created a dog with the perfect balance of power, intelligence, and trainability. They weren't just brute force animals. They needed to think, to make decisions, and to work cooperatively with humans while maintaining their independence and courage. Modern breeding has preserved these qualities while improving health and temperament. Responsible breeders focus on producing Cane Corsos that maintain their protective instincts while being stable and trainable. This means today's Cane Corso is arguably even better suited for protection work than their ancestors, because we've refined the traits that make them effective while reducing unpredictability. A well-bred Cane Corso from health-tested parents with proven temperaments is a magnificent animal that combines ancient warrior spirit with modern canine excellence. The bond between a Cane Corso and their owner is something special to witness. These dogs don't just obey commands mechanically, they genuinely want to please their people and take pride in their role as protectors. They're constantly checking in, making sure their family is safe and secure. This attentiveness means they're always ready to respond at a moment's notice. There's no delay, no hesitation when danger appears. The transition from calm companion to active protector is instantaneous, and that split-second response time is often the difference between a close call and a tragedy. For anyone considering a Cane Corso specifically for protection, it's crucial to understand that this isn't a decision to make lightly. You're not getting a pet that happens to be protective. You're taking on a serious responsibility that requires commitment, education, and ongoing training. You need secure fencing, liability insurance, and a genuine understanding of how to properly socialize and handle a powerful guardian breed. But if you're prepared for that commitment and you need serious protection for your home and family, there are very few breeds that can match what a Cane Corso brings to the table. The reality is that we live in a world where home security matters. Whether you live in a city, suburbs, or rural area, property crime is a concern, and having a Cane Corso is like having a dedicated security professional who never sleeps, never takes vacation, and is absolutely unwavering in their commitment to keeping you safe. They don't need batteries. They don't have blind spots, and they can't be hacked or disabled. They're a living, breathing security system that also provides companionship, loyalty, and love to the family they protect. So if you've made it this far, you now understand exactly why the Cane Corso is a genuine nightmare for anyone foolish enough to break into a home they're guarding. From their crushing bite force and incredible speed to their fearless temperament and unwavering loyalty, these dogs represent the pinnacle of what a protection breed should be. They're not for everyone, but for those who need serious security and are prepared to handle such a powerful animal responsibly. There's simply no better choice. If this video opened your eyes to the incredible capabilities of the Cane Corso, do me a favor and smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because we've got so much more amazing content about working dogs, protection breeds, and everything that makes these animals so extraordinary. hit that notification bell so you're always first to know when we drop new videos. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and remember that with the right dog by your side, your home becomes a fortress that criminals will never dare to challenge.